Hello. I'm doing a surprise live. Surprise. Okay, so I was gonna go live in my main page, and I might still later, but when I thought of makeup artists and I thought of a lot of makeup artists in a concentrated area that I might be able to help with this message, I really thought of our business breakdown group. And so I came here first. And if you are in this group, you're gonna be able to see this. And this group is called the Business Breakdown Group. It's for the Face Crew team. The Face Crew team is one of the biggest teams in Limelight by Alcone. I think that we actually are, yeah, besides our upline, we are the biggest team in Limelight by Alcone overall. And everybody who falls under the Face Crew, we have such dynamic leaders, dynamic people who fall under the Face Crew. But one of the things that I really love and I like to tout a bit is that a lot of people on the Face Crew, we probably have the biggest and highest concentration of makeup artists on the Face Crew. And that's really cool because I think in direct sales network marketing, there's been such a stigma for so long that makeup artists don't necessarily join direct sales or network marketing because they've probably been approached in the wrong way by somebody. They've probably felt like they were being used. They were trying to be sold to. They're trying to be recruited. And so therefore makeup artists for a long time, rightfully so, I was one of them, kind of pushed back the idea of direct sales or network marketing. And it's when Limelight came along, it kind of just, it opened people's minds a little bit more to what direct sales could be and what it could mean for the makeup artist. So let me introduce myself. Morgan, you're hilarious. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kat Aragon. I'm a lead platinum director here at Limelight by Alcone, as well as a founding ambassador. All that means is I got to the highest rank and then went to a bonus, and that I've been here since the very beginning, which helps me help other people learn the culture that we have and have always intended to have because I've been here since we started. So that's all fancy words for all of that. But I am also a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist at CNN. I've been an educator with The Makeup Show. I have traveled with both for years. And now specifically and exclusively with Limelight by Alcone. Do I still use other makeup? Of course. I like to try other things out there, but my kit, 99% of my kit is Limelight by Alcone, and it's going to be 100% as soon as we have our, other things that are coming out within the next few months. So I'm really excited about this. But what this is about, I had a conversation with one of my teammates today. She's a makeup artist. And one of the conversations that I had with her was about I brought her back to a time where I was sitting at a makeup artist community, I don't want to say it's workshop or get together. So makeup artists, sometimes we'll get together and we'll, within community and within industry and just talk about business and talk about how things are going, what's working for them, what isn't working for them. And I sat back at this one get together in my area. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area. And I'm not very active in the pro industry in terms of, I'm not like the day player. I'm not the one who's going and getting freelance jobs all the time, every single day anymore, because Limelight by Alcone has afforded me to not have to hustle so hard, right? But I was there, and I have been, and I still do celebrity makeup for events, and I still have my agencies, and I still do that work. But the difference now is I can actually pick and choose when I want to do this work. And so I sit back and I'm listening to everybody at this conference or this get together, and the common struggles come up. The common struggles of, I don't know what I'm gonna do after makeup. What is life after makeup? What am I gonna do when I can't schlep my kit around anymore? What am I going to do? What's my retirement plan gonna look like? I'm getting tired of working and trying to put all my money into advertising and spending a lot on product, and I'm getting tired of not seeing a return on my investment. I'm putting way more into this than I'm getting out of it. I don't see where this is going, only for me to have to stop when I get old enough and I can't carry it on anymore. All of these things were going through people's minds. Again, I've been there. I totally got it. And I sat in the back of this. I wasn't trying to be in the spotlight in any way. This is the new generation of artists in my area. I sat back knowing what I know, and I heard it until I couldn't hear it anymore. And I was like, can I say something? Do you guys mind if I say something? And one of my teammates, she's actually with Limelight as well. Some of the people in that room were with Limelight. And I'm like, and she's like, please, we'd love to hear, your experience with this. And I'm like, you all need to be retailing. everything you guys are talking about, every single thing that you guys, all these pain points and all these struggle points are things that can be solved through retailing. And I'm like, and hear me out, because I know for so long we've been drilled as makeup artists to not be the person who retails, because for some reason this double standard, it works or happens in our industry where hairstylists could retail. They can talk about shampoo for somebody to use after a service. They can talk about conditioner, and here's the styling product you should use, and here's what I use on you. And then makeup artists, if we ever sat there and retailed to somebody else who came along and said, oh, well, you can't be trusted if you're making money off of your referrals. And I'm like, So I challenged that. I really did. And at the beginning of all of this, I flipped that on its head. And I said, actually, I don't feel like I can be trusted when I'm not telling my client what I really want to use on them, but they don't have access to it. So I'm going to tell them what to get from Sephora. I'm going to tell them what to get from Ulta. I'm going to tell them what to get from all these other websites. I'm not going to make a dime off of it, even though I spent an hour and a half trying to tell them everything that they could use. Again, some they can't even actually get in their hands because they're pro makeup only. Enter Limelight. Limelight by Alcone decided to collaborate with so many different brands that they've been working with through their parent company Alcone for so many years. And what came out of that was a collaboration of their best-selling foundation for the longest time at their parent company store in Times Square, Alcone, New York. And the best-selling foundation got put into the box of Limelight by Alcone products that we could retail. And then they went and they found a concealer, and the concealer that was the best-selling and the most used concealer in the makeup artist industry because it covered tattoos and it was super pigmented. And they went and talked to that vendor and said, can we use your product for our direct sales company? And they said yes, because they've had 60 years of a relationship with these people. So then we took that concealer and we put it into our kit. And then we took this blush and put it into our kit. And then we took this spray and put it into our kit. So the point is that we picked the best of the best. We literally cherry picked the best of the best products that were being sold at Alcone, New York, the real pro makeup industry store, and put them into Limelight by Alcone. So what you see people retailing, and the reason why this company and this team and everything is blowing up, is because it's good quality product. Makeup artists say so. They've been using it for decades, right? So going back to this whole idea of not retailing product, you're literally telling yourself and your client and giving an excuse to say, I don't want to retail you the best of the best products that makeup artists swear by because I was told by somebody that that was not to be trusted. And I want to get that stigma like out of there. You are doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your client a disservice. And you need to stop thinking how somebody else thought before you. You need to start thinking with a fresh, just fresh ideas, a new mindset. And so what I said at that event was, you need to be retailing. How many of you guys are spending money on advertising to try to get somebody in your chair, a wedding client, in your chair one time? What if that wedding client, like what are you banking on? You're banking on that maybe that wedding client will refer you to some friends, okay? You're banking on that maybe that wedding client will one day have maternity photos. What if she never has kids? What if she doesn't want kids? You're banking on one day that wedding client is going to come back and do an event with you. When will that be? You know, like maybe she feels like she's capable of doing her own makeup and she's not going to have pictures at that event. You're banking on so much. All this advertising, all this referral, all this stuff goes into one person who you may not ever see again. So that was one pain point. That was one struggle that makeup artists deal with on a regular basis. The other thing is product is so expensive. You can't stop looking at the clock behind me. Product is so expensive, right guys? If you're a makeup artist on here, you understand that you have gone through cycles and cycles of product. I have been through it. I know you have been through it. In fact, on a daily basis, I see my teammates who are makeup artists showing us their graveyard of Chanel, of Dior, of I won't even name other names, but you know, like going further, showing their graveyards of product that they no longer use because now they found a solution and things that is easy for them to use, that on top of that, they can actually suggest to their client if they like. When they put that foundation that looks beautiful on camera on their client and their client goes, my skin has never looked better, what are you using? They can actually say, here's my link, go get it. And it's just so easy. It shows up at their door. It's quick shipping. It's very fast. It looks beautiful. They love being able to use something that their makeup artist personally recommended to them. They feel special. It's a further furthering your customer service. You are not just a makeup applicator. You are now a beauty guide. You are a guide for all their needs, all their skincare needs, all their makeup needs. They trust you. And guess what? If they do have a maternity shoot, if they do have an event, they are coming back to you because you took your time to help them with their daily beauty needs and not just try to pocket off of them for the special events. So that is why it makes sense for makeup artists to have retail, because you need to have people coming back to you on a regular basis. Don't put all your money into advertising. Don't put all your money into product that doesn't work and then you find out later. Don't put all your money into education for your business when all of this can be wrapped up in a company like Limelight by Alcone. Like I said, I was an educator for the makeup show. I worked as a senior hair and makeup artist at CNN for so many years. I am one tiny little bit of what makes up the Face Crew, who has amazing makeup artists. We've got the best of the best. We've got upper echelon of makeup artists. We have people just starting out. We are here to help you. We want you guys to succeed in your business. And even if you aren't a makeup artist, we want you to succeed in talking to your clients and your customers, and we'll help you. We'll help color match your customer for you. No charge. We want to make sure that you're succeeding in building your empire with Limelight. And now you've got products, and we're about to go into this, and it's going to blow your mind, but now you've got products that you can get at a cheaper cost, not less value, but just a cheaper cost. And now you have products that you can actually retail to your client, and they will come back when they're out of their skincare. They'll come back because they love the foundation so much. They'll come back to try a new lip color, and you've got a cycle. You've got a business going. You have return customers. You have return on your investment. So that's what I want to talk to you. Now, so that's what I pretty much told everybody at this get together. I didn't talk about Limelight specifically, but what I did say is that you have to be considering retail, whether that means to make up your own line, like go private label. I will tell you, I've had experience in private labeling. I will not do it again. The reason I jumped so fast into Limelight was because when I was private labeling, I was a makeup artist that decided to slap my name on a sticker and go, okay, now I can go ahead and, offer this to my clients. What I didn't realize was I was going to be doing the bookkeeping. I was going to be coming up with the barcodes. I was going to be trying to figure out a name for something. I was going to have a lot of stock, a lot of overhead. If somebody returned something, I had to eat the cost. There were a lot of things that went into private labeling. But if that's your jam, that's your jam. Come up with your own brand. Make your own brand. But the other way that you can do this is to stand behind another company. Stand behind a company that already has this all packed up and wrapped up in a little bow and says, here, we've done all the work for you. Now just use the product on your client, and if they love it, then you can give them your link and you can retail it to them. You don't have to carry any of it in person. You just need to let them know where they can get it, and that's it. And when I decided to do that, when I finally decided to do that, I decided to do it with Limelight because my integrity in this business and your reputation really in this business is everything. Your reputation is everything. If I were to sit there and just jump on any brand and say, okay, I'm selling this now because it's makeup, you guys know makeup is not equal. Remember what I told you? Limelight by Alcone pulled the best of the best from their Alcone Pro makeup store to make up Limelight by Alcone. I can't get that same thing if I'm signing up with company A, B, or C that sells direct sales that knows nothing about makeup but threw something together and is allowing you to sell it. I don't know what that's gonna look like on camera. I don't know if my husband's gonna yell at me because his skin looks splotchy, or because he's a photographer and he blows everything up on Photoshop. I don't know if he's gonna be like, this is splotchy, it's getting flashback. I don't know, this doesn't look right, can you change the foundation? I can't have that and then in full consciousness go to my client and say, buy this, it's great. I have to be able to retail to my client what I love on set. I have to be able to retail with my client what I use on myself. And I have to be able to retail to my client what I would recommend to anybody. And that's Limelight. So that could be something different for you. And I'm not knocking you if it is. I'm saying that's why a lot of us, these makeup artists, have joined with Limelight, because they can keep with full integrity, they can keep their integrity intact and actually recommend stuff that they would use. So here's where I'm gonna blow your mind really quick, because today we have collections that are launching. Oh shoot, and I've already just locked myself out of the computer, so hold on one second. But we have collections that are launching, and I'm gonna go over something that Limelight decided to do. One of the collections, I think there's I don't know how many there are a number of them. There are more than a handful of them. One is called the Makeup Artist Collection. And I'm really excited about the Makeup Artist Collection. I want to show you what you get in this collection because it takes care of some of the things that I talked about. One of the things that I talked about was that we put so much money as beginning makeup artists, as anytime something new comes on the market, how many of us are like, I'm gonna buy that, that's gonna be my next best thing, that's gonna be the thing I use on every job, and we go and buy it and we're like, that looked weird. I remember using a specific highlighter that was all the rage on one of my clients, Serena Shake. She's a supermodel, and she, what was the other? She's some baby mama to somebody really important. I don't know, some celebrity. But you know, so you know, I used this highlighter that everybody was just crazy about, and I spent money for it, and it comes back and it looks chalky. And I was like, it looked great in person, but on camera it looked chalky. And I'm like, I can't afford to have that happen. I can't afford to not get hired if I'm using the wrong product. And thank God Limelight stepped in right at that time, and everything looked good on camera. The skin is glowing. You know, everything is just exactly how it should be. I don't have to work the product more to get the payoff that I want. It's just there. It's all pigment. You can use shadows on as blush. You can use shadows as eyeliner. There's just so many things that Limelight does that I can't get out of anywhere else. So even though when I started as a makeup artist and I still brought my kit that I knew and started adding a little bit of Limelight to it, more and more I realized that I was only using the Limelight and I wasn't using the rest of the kit. And that's how you have these graveyards of makeup just sitting in a corner, and like these poor kids that get lost because we've all really found the magic in Limelight and how you just need these tiny little palettes. Like I can carry everything in this little kit. In fact, I have my kit over there. It's about that big, and that's my entire kit for the entire face. So let me show you what the Makeup Artist Collection comes with. The Makeup Artist Collection includes everything a makeup artist needs to start or refresh their kit. This is available today at 3 p.m. If you are a makeup artist and you are like, that's it, I'm not gonna waste my time and not use something that I can't use for camera as well as for myself, as well as something I can recommend to clients, and I want to jump onto this Limelight boat like as it's taking off, then this is a collection you can get. Okay, so it's going to come with 6 botanical foundations. This is our RCMA, guys. This is 6 botanical foundations. You can pick the colors. Here's one of my palettes. I have 3. Here's one of the lighter palettes. You can do yellow undertones, pink undertones, but you get to pick 6. You can do dark, medium, light, whatever. We can help you with that. So you get one full 6 palette of this. You get 6 concealers. You get to pick, we have 7 concealers. You get to pick 6 of them. From the darkest shade to the lightest shade to everything in between, to a concealer that has like a yellow undertone to correct redness, to medium shades, to your salmon shade for under eye, counteracting under eye circles. There's more. I didn't even put all of them together. That was gonna come in a little 6 well. I have them individually here, but that will come in a little 6 well. You'll also get, it says Botanical Foundation, 6 shade complete concealer palette, a 6 shade palette of your perfect blush, bronzer or pressed powder. What that is you can pick 6 of any of our blushes. It'll come in a palette like this. You can pick the colors you want, and or you can put any of these in. This counts as a blush even though it's our translucent powder. All skin types, deep, light, whatever. It won't show as a cast. It's just gonna take oils off. This is our bronzer. This is our blush number 6, which can be used as a highlighter. And for light to medium skin tones, you can actually use blush number 6 as a blush, because underneath this, what you don't see is when you kind of wet it, it has a tan bronzy effect. So you can use that for a blush for light to medium skin tones and as a highlighter for deeper skin tones. It's the one that Reggie Wells, Oprah's makeup artist, back in the day, said that everybody needs to own a blush number 6. So you get to pick which 6 colors you want out of all of this in this Makeup Artist Collection. What else do you get? You get the 18 shade. I was like kind of blown away when I pulled this out. I was like, we get all this? You get the 18 shade perfect eyeshadow palette. You get this. I'm like blown away. This is like $100 something, $84, I don't know what it is. They're $12 each. You use 1 or 2 of these on a client and they love what they see. You say, here, you can get it too. And there you go, you got commission off of your sale. So I use this for everything. I use this for contour, I use this for brows, I use this for eyeliner, I use this for eyeshadow, obviously. I've used it for lips before, so you get one of these too. You're gonna get a perfect eyeliner pen, and if you haven't tried our perfect eyeliner pen, holy cow guys, you gotta try it. Perfect tip on this eyeliner, makes great fine lines. Get that nice little cat eye there. Perfect, like very defined fine lines, but it's not felt tip, it's a brush. So it actually bends, but it's stiff enough, but it bends when you need it to. So it doesn't have like that felt tip that's gonna break off or anything like that. But wait, there's more. I feel like an infomercial right now. There's a lot. So you're also gonna get a perfect mascara, and our perfect mascara is a mascara. It's a one-step fiber mascara. So I don't know if you can see that, but there are little fibers in here, which is cool because you can have a nice look just with one coat, but if you do 2 coats, the fibers build upon each other, so you get more volume and more length with the second coat on. And when I say on, some people will decide to go with 17 coats. It's totally up to you. The perfect eyeliner pen, I did perfect mascara. You get 3 signature jeweled lip glosses. I just pulled out 3 colors out of the many we have. And you know what everybody loves about these? Is the mirror on the back, the mirror. And they're just cute. Brides love this. If you set out a table with some of these and just say that they're $20 each or $18 each, these get snatched up. Everybody at IMATS, when we put these out, by the way, we're the only direct sales company allowed at shows like the makeup show and IMATS. When we put these out, these are showstoppers. Everybody stops and goes, I want one of those jeweled lip glosses. They might not have ever heard anything about Limelight, but they want the lip gloss. And it's the gateway drug. Let's just be honest, it's the gateway to the rest of everything else in Limelight. So you get the jeweled lip glosses, you get 3 perfect lipsticks. This is what our perfect lipsticks look like without the cover. The cover is here somewhere. This is the bullet, right? And we have colors like this really pretty one. This is Not Telling. And then we've got Paint the Town Red. We've got Girls Night Pout. We've got a lot of great colors. Some of them are sheer and some of them are full coverage, like full opacity. So you have those, you get 3, and I think we have 8 to pick from. You get a pick. That's the cool thing. We have 3 enduring lip colors. All the rage these days, right? The matte lipsticks. I'm not wearing the matte lipstick right now, but I'm wearing a liner. But the matte, these are gonna be the long wearing, that's what they're called enduring lip colors. And we have them in so many colors, guys. Like, I know this is loud on camera. We have them in so many colors. You get to pick 3 of them for this kit. Sorry, I know that's loud on camera. Okay. And then you get 3 enduring lip liners. Okay, I don't think I realized, I didn't even pull half of this stuff out. 3 enduring lip liners, so you get to pick 3 of these, and this is a very popular nude one. These are some of our new ones that are beautiful. I'm wearing Cabernet right now. I love this color. There's a really deep one, a beautiful red, a festive pink. You get 3 of those. You get a a First Base primer spray. We all know about our Scandinavia makes these for us, but First Base primer. It's one of those sprays that you use before your makeup, so your makeup has a little more grip than normal. It fills in and kind of calms down redness. And then you also get the 10 years younger makeup finish spray. And this is the 16-hour hold spray. So that's the other cool thing about this. You get all of this. When you purchase this collection, everything I just showed you, the collection, you will save $98, and Limelight by Alcone will donate $98 to the Brighter Together Foundation. I completely just showed you something that has in the past cost me thousands of dollars to put together. All of my foundations, high quality foundations that'll last for months. High quality concealers that I never even hit pan on because they last for months. The liner, the mascara, the blushes, which these are probably the same blushes I've had for a year or more because it's so much pigment. You don't need a lot. That's one of the things, guys. When you're a makeup artist, you don't want to sit there and work a product and make it work for you. You want something that just works. I feel like I'm cheating when I'm using Limelight by Alcone because it just works. Something goes on the skin and it looks beautiful, and something else goes on the skin and I'm like, I feel like I'm not even really doing my job. Of course I am, but when the products make it that easy, everybody can feel beautiful. And when your customer gets this in their hands and they see that you just provided them with a product that they feel just as pretty applying themselves as when you did it, don't feel like that's gonna lose you clients. That's going to gain their trust. And not only are they gonna recommend you to everybody else, they are gonna come back to you when they have the bigger events that they need to do. They are going to be a sale that you could do in your sleep. They've got your web link, they've got your website, and now you could be sleeping and literally making money. And then when they recommend this to a friend, then they will be buying from you. This is how it works, and it's called residual income. It's something you should just be doing along with what you're doing now. Don't do anything differently. Just use a different product, a product that works, and recommend that product and share it. You don't have to be salesy. You don't have to be spammy. And this is my biggest advice to you guys as makeup artists. This is what's going to help set you apart from the rest. You're going to be able to retail. You're going to have great customer service, and you're going to make some money. Who doesn't want to make some money? I don't want you guys worrying and sitting in a room worrying about if you're not going to be able to keep this up, if you're going to have to find a second job after your makeup career. You should not be worrying about that. Utilize the network you have right now so that you can actually go out there and with confidence know you'll have something else, so that when you're ready to step out of the makeup game, then you have something to go into. And your experience as a makeup artist is going to be even more valuable to possible teams that you build in the future, because now you can give back and teach other people who want to do this with you the things that you've learned, and you're going to learn so much here. Not only are you going to learn about makeup, but you're going to learn about leadership skills. I can't even tell you, as a makeup artist, I wish I knew leadership skills. When I go sign up for education, I'm learning how to put eyeliner on. I'm not learning how to be a leader. We talk about self-development here. We talk about relationships. We talk about communication, conflict resolution. We talk about all the stuff that you don't get unless you're paying thousands of dollars to go to Tony Robbins to get. And you learn this from your leaders here, from the team here. And we work, and when I say leaders, I use that term loosely because we're all partners in this. I've never been in a makeup artist community where everybody truly and genuinely wants each other to succeed. Truly. I have my own competitors back in the day as teammates of mine where we're like totally collaborating and trying to make things happen for their business, and we are helping each other. It's one of those, it's just so beautiful because that does not happen in the makeup artist community, especially with forums and all this stuff these days. Everybody's tearing each other apart. Come to a place where there's positivity. You're gonna get your makeup education. You're gonna learn how to be able to keep your network and not throw them away after they're done with their wedding. And you're gonna just work smarter, not harder. So I'm sorry, I get really passionate about this stuff. It's one of my biggest platforms. We have a great big platform in terms of Limelight about helping empower women across the world. But my personal platform, and the reason why we have so many makeup artists on this team here, is because I want makeup artists to understand there is another way. And it's not us trying to get you, it's us trying to show you, just shake free from what you've learned about direct sales and network marketing in the past, and actually just be open to the idea that we could really be wanting something more for you because we found it for ourselves. So that's all I got to say today. If you have any questions, please reach out to the beauty guide that you've been talking to. Excuse me, I'm gonna choke here. But you can also reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions for you guys. Again, my name is Kat Aragon. I am the leader of the Face Crew. I'm a lead platinum director with Limelight by Alcone, as well as an ambassador of culture here. So hopefully you have an amazing day, and those collections go out in about 20 minutes. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.